This has been a really hard case to have to witness.
Developing tonight, animal abuse. 2 Moline police officer investigations, 2 different communities after 2 dogs show up at shelters with signs of serious abuse. In both cases, the dogs were found by strangers or passers-by and taken to a shelter for emergency care. Only 1 of the dogs survived. Now the shelters are asking for help in finding those responsible. A warning that some of you may find the images in this story upsetting. TV6's Chris Carter is here with the latest. New at 6 tonight.
Upsetting and hard to look at. Pictures don't begin to show the extent of injuries a local dog suffered.
They are the worst injuries that I've ever seen firsthand on any animal.
Emmanuel, as he was named by staff at King's Harvest Shelter, was found by a passerby at Scott County Park Monday morning. His body lifeless. The 5 to 6-year-old dog couldn't walk or lift his head.
By his condition, this was abuse sustained over a long period of time in order for his body to decay in this way.
Rochelle Dougal is the assistant director at King's Harvest. She took the dog in and immediately sent it to a vet for treatment. Emmanuel wouldn't make it, dying hours after being found.
He had open wounds all over his body, lacerations on his legs, paws, and face. There was a really deep gash on his face that was clearly infected.
At the shelter, the staff is stunned by Emmanuel's injuries. They know he was hurt at the hands of a human. It's why a new federal law making animal abuse a felony gives them hope.
It has been imperative today to know that federally we have that law backing a case like this.
President Donald Trump signed the law last month. Dougal has turned the case over to police and believes if the people responsible are caught, it could be the first case tried under the new federal law in the Quad Cities.
A law like that really changes things, accountability, and I think that it gives everyone hope that, cases like Emmanuel's deserve justice, and hopefully we'll get it.
And as shelter staff fight for justice for Emmanuel and other abused animals, they're pleading with the community with a message of hope and love.
They don't have a voice, and we will continue to be their voice. But if you have a pet that you do not want, there are resources available to you to do something with this pet instead of harming it.
A message that could save another animal's life. In Davenport, Chris Carter, TV6 News.
Now, the staff there at King's Harvest said that Emmanuel was likely hit by a car 4 or 5 days ago and has suffered abuse for weeks. Now, a vet also believes the dog was used as bait for dog fighting. In Rock Island County, a second abused dog was brought into the Quad City Animal Welfare Center over the weekend with serious injuries. 2 teenage girls brought it in after witnessing a man holding the dog by a leash and kicking it. Now, that dog, they named Angel, is expected to survive. There are accounts set up to help pay for medical expenses in both of these cases, and we have more information on that on our TV6 News app.